Welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm Michael.
And I'm Rebecca.
And I've been waiting for this episode.
You have been. This is going to be another interesting show for our viewers out there.
Yeah. So
this show.
Let's get him here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
there
right.
you go. Scoot on over. Get a little close here.
No, he's fine.
Okay. There you go. All right.
There we go.
So,
So this is the big debate, everybody.
Yeah.
Live action versus animated.
Yeah, and in this corner, you have me, and in that corner you have
Me.
Mikey, who's wrong.
I'm not wrong.
So this, you wrote this script. I don't know why you wrote us a guideline, because we're not even gonna look at that because, I've been preparing. I've been preparing for this fight, and you didn't.
No. I have my reasons on why I like it.
Okay, and I'm gonna show you how you're wrong. Okay, so where these are Disney live action versus the original animation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you tell me, we're gonna break this down per movie from their live action and its counterpart. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with The Lion King.
Lion King is great. Okay. Why is a live action better than the animated?
I like the real animals, and it's still like...
You know what, though? Are they really real?
No. They're CGI.
Yeah, they're CGI,
okay,
Mikey.
Still,
so it's
the
not...
live action makes you feel more immersed into it. It makes me... like, the cartoon version, like... It's like, yeah, I get it's supposed to be magical, but, like... I like the live action because it makes it feel more real.
Okay. Last thing I want to be real is lions around.
Yeah.
So when you're a kid, you're like, oh, that's cool. It's a cartoon, and it's a cartoon. You want kids to grow up and say, oh yeah, wild animals are really like that. So let me go play with them in real life.
Right.
Well, no, kids should know that it's a movie.
Oh, kids don't know. Kids are stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, but live action makes you feel more immersed into it.
Okay.
It makes it feel real, like it.
If you have
it should be.
You have a niece, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if she watched the cartoon version, and then went to the zoo and saw a real lion, do you think she'd go try to pet it?
Probably not.
But if she watched a live action, she goes, "Oh, that's a playful thing." Do you think she might go try and play with it?
No, because they're out in the wild. The movie still.
You're trying to explain logic to a kid.
No, they still project them in the wild, and it still shows them that they are dangerous because they get into fights. So it still shows them being.
I don't know.
Do you remember the I Can't Wait Till the King, and he was like sliding down all the animals and stuff, and how magical that moment was?
Yeah.
Did you have that in the live version?
No.
No?
I mean,
Okay, but I don't need my music to be all fancy like.
I do. I need it like I need that shimmy shimmy shake from the styrofoam. I need it.
Okay, that's your preference.
Okay.
Me, I personally, I could go either way. I don't like.
But it doesn't project real, because I hate to say it, but a lion doesn't hang around its food like that. So your sense of realism is just surface realism. Okay. What's your next one?
The Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping you'd say that one.
No, okay. I have compelling arguments for this one.
Yeah, okay. What's your argument?
It kept to the story.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Okay. What? How?
What do you mean how? They were still after Stitch. The big alien lady was still after Stitch, and they had the two dumb aliens come down to Earth and try and take Stitch. They spied on him. The live action Lilo and Stitch stayed true to the original.
It did, huh? What does Ohana mean?
Family.
And family doesn't get left behind, right?
Family doesn't get left behind.
Okay. And in the original, family wasn't left behind, was she?
No.
In your version, she wasn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she
She
was
went
not.
off to college. She gave the whole premise of the original Lilo and Stitch was social worker was trying to take the kid away from them, and she had to prove that they're family and they'll all become together. In the end, she let the social worker, she gave up custody, went to the social worker. Luckily, another neighbor there took custody of her, so there's no longer family. She gave her up. She gave up. What about now? Ohana means you can stick with the neighbors while I go off to college.
Okay, so what if you were in that situation? Like, let's say you wanted to go off to college. She's not getting left behind.
She did. She gave her up to the state.
No, she didn't.
Longer. Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
She
said
Didn't
that
you
they
see?
could stay. She said that they could stay.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes.
Do you remember at the end where
At
they
the
said
end, they said that they could stay
In the house.
in the
in
house,
the neighbor's house?
in the neighbor's house.
Right. That's not her anymore.
No, she's not giving her up to the neighbors.
No,
because she still comes back and
She
visits.
signed the paperwork.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She signed the paperwork.
She did not.
Yeah.
No, because she still comes back and visits her.
All right.
That's just proving.
Look
that
it
is
up.
look
Look
proving.
that up. Look it up.
No, that is proving that she still cares because she still comes and visits. They just had to get custody so that way if anything happens, they could still be responsible.
She became a ward of the state, which was the original fight in the original movie. She's looking it up. What does Google say? In the original 22 Lilo Stitch, Nanny does not sign away her rights. In the 25, Nanny does sign legal papers to temporarily relinquish her. Oh,
Temporarily.
that's still.
She's still not being left behind. Because she comes back and visits her. She
Okay.
still talks to her.
We'll leave you and we'll come visit you later and see how you feel about being left
Okay,
behind.
no. She still calls her. She still talks to her.
I get it.
That
It's
use that
a smaller community that would happen.
being left behind would be like you guys going off to California, not telling me, and I'm stuck here by myself. That's called being left behind.
Okay, so because she has a magic portal gun that could shoot her other places and go visit her.
No, but if you still like, if you if you were like, hey,
Oh my gosh.
like if you had to move to California, but I couldn't go for whatever reason.
Okay.
And you still FaceTime me or called me and checked on me.
Okay.
That's not being left behind. That's
Okay.
you had to move down there for a certain reason. I couldn't come because of X reason.
Okay.
So
but we're
being
still
left
being
behind-
talked to.
Okay. Let me ask you this. We went and did a train ride without you, and you kind of wanted to go, but you were in trouble, and you couldn't go. Did you feel like you were left behind?
No, because that is...
Were you not upset that you couldn't go?
I was, but I was upset at myself for being in trouble.
Yeah, but you were still upset that you couldn't go, right?
Yeah, but that was mainly at myself, not you guys. I wasn't left behind. It was a matter of fact of...
No, you were left behind. The reason...
Okay, that's not being left behind. That is... These people... It's like Rebecca's not, like... She adopted me.
Right.
So...
That means your real mother left you behind. How do you feel about that?
Okay, well, that one.
Now,
That one's still...
so if she comes back and says, "Hey, I know you're not Ohana anymore, but I want to be in your life," you're okay with that?
No, but she's going off
Why
to
is
college.
this any different? She was going to get her life together.
In the cartoon, she's not going to college. She's already an adult. That's why she's trying to keep.
No,
Lilo.
they're the same age. She just didn't go to college. They added a story arc for a reason why she's gonna go stay with these neighbors, who then they wanted to say, well, even though we're doing it this way, and the reason they did that, to me, it came off as, well, older siblings shouldn't be saddled with their younger siblings, so they shouldn't be a problem there.
Okay, so also according to Google, live action movies do often change the plot from their sources, which may be done for many reasons, including to fit the new medium, appeal to a wider audience, or address creative differences.
Yep.
So a lot of them do change the plot. Not entirely, but they do.
They fluff it up.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in the original Cinderella, the prince didn't have any real airtime. He wasn't really a part of the story. It wasn't about him, it was about Cinderella.
Okay.
But in the new live action, he has a background, a story, and it's more about him. Which I disagree with.
It brings the atmosphere more to life.
No, I think it takes away from the original story of Cinderella.
Yeah, it takes away from Cinderella.
Yeah.
No.
We're not telling us the story of the prince in Cinderella. We're telling the story of Cinderella. Do you also know they also gave the evil stepmother reasons why she was a bitch? You don't need a reason to be a bitch. I don't need to be a reason to be an asshole, and look at me. But they had to, you can't really hate her so much because she has her reasons. Well, everybody has an asshole. That doesn't mean they have to show it. Okay, what's your next movie?
Lady and the Tramp.
That's a horrible movie.
What do you mean that was horrible?
Yeah,
Lady and the Tramp. Okay.
What do you mean that one was horrible? That one was great.
Really?
Yes.
The problem I have with Lady and the Tramp is it originally took place, the storyline takes place in the 1920s.
Okay.
You understand that?
Okay.
Unfortunately, racism was a problem back in that time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the new Lady and Tramp features a interracial couple, which, okay, that's fine, in the 1920s, and they just want to magically pretend that racism never happened.
Wait, what? What is the... Wait, what?
What? You didn't...
They have a...
So in the original Lady and the Tramp, it was set back in the 1920s.
No, I understand.
Okay, so it takes
that.
place in 1919, I'm sorry, in New Orleans.
1909.
1909,
Different
okay.
from the original 1955 animated version that takes place in 1910.
Right. So you got to understand that back then, racism has happened. You can't have an inner couple in that time period and pretend everything is fine.
Who were the inner couple?
Lady and Tramp's, the owners of Lady and the Tramp was an interracial couple.
Were they?
Yeah.
I do not remember that.
Yeah. So Disney decided to say, well, racism was bad. Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Well, you don't even see, in the original one, you don't even see the parents.
You're right, and then that would have been fine, but they had to add a piece of it there that, to me, racism was a horrible thing.
Well, yeah.
And pretending it didn't happen, and just
no, they're not
doing
pretending it didn't happen.
They are.
They're changing. They just changed it up.
No, Disney came out and said, they don't have racism here because this is our fantasy land.
Okay, it's a children's movie.
You're right. And I don't want children of the future going back to racist crap because we erased that it didn't ever happen. But and we should probably do the same thing with the Holocaust. Let's just pretend that didn't happen and 6 million Jews didn't die for that. And nothing to see here.
Oh, you know what? And they also took out the Siamese cat.
Yep, because they were racist. Did you know that?
Okay, well, I never understood the point of that song.
They were snotty cats. It was a good thing.
Okay, they were rude cats, whatever. But I never understood what plot point did the cats have. They didn't have a plot
Yes,
point.
they did. They harassed Lady, and that's why she left. That was the whole plot of those. They tore up the curtains. They made it look like she was the bad person that did everything, and they kicked her out to the doghouse. That was the whole plot of her meeting the tramp. Do you not watch Disney? What the heck's going on
Yes,
here?
I do.
So you're okay with saying, we'll just pretend racism doesn't happen. New generation, no. I don't know what they're talking about.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
bullshit.
I'm saying it takes the
when
world. It makes it more immersive. It makes it bigger.
it lies. It tells you falsehoods, and they take the original story, and then they twist it to whatever the hell they want. It's if they would have held to the original stuff, and you know what, they could have said, yeah, Lady and the Tramp, they're interracial, but we're not even going to show them on TV. It doesn't even matter to the plot, right? It's not about. Again,
No, why are you making interracial? Why are you? It's about the dogs. It's not about the humans.
So why did they even put them in there? Why did they even make that a thing in the movie? Because
add plot diversity.
Okay, so you're okay with them doing that and just disregarding racism, but you're okay for them having a background for a prince and Cinderella.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not even-
because every
you're not even on the same-
every princess has a prince.
You're right, but it's also not about the prince. It's not Prince of Cinderella, it's Cinderella.
Yeah.
When you're
and
watching
it follow-
Snow White, you're not watching the Prince of Snow White. He comes in at the end. He's how he wakes. He finds some chick in the woods and decides that, hey, this is a good place to kiss a
No,
woman.
but it makes it more immersive. It makes it
No, it doesn't.
bigger. Yes, it does. What if I wanted to know more about the prince? What if I wanted to know more about him? The live action let me do that.
Oh.
So do you want to make a movie about the prince?
No, it's just showing how he got. They built him a background, and it's showing the process of how he got there
Okay.
and how those two meet. What? I don't.
So if you bring a girlfriend over and we're like, you know what? We know Mikey's story. Why don't you go outside? We're going to talk with your girlfriend, and we're not going to pay any attention to you. Do you think you'd feel kind of, well, shit, this is my house?
Well,
see?
no, you already know my story.
Right.
So
So
build on
we-
a different story.
That's what I'm saying, is why would they have to do a live action? Why didn't they just come up with a new story? Why did they have to redo an old story that was already sold?
Well, why did they have to redo the live action Alice in Wonderland 30 million times?
I agree. That shouldn't have been
Yeah.
done either. And that
Well, some of the live action Alice in Wonderland were actually pretty cool.
some of them go twisted.
Some were pretty.
Okay.
They were all twisted.
Yeah, they're all
They
twisted.
were twisted and some were trippy.
Yeah, and
Those things were sick.
Dumbo's one of my favorites. That I love the original one, but you lose a lot of the diversity of that, right?
Did he actually ever fly in the live action?
Yes, and it was the flying point. Just it gave you a different perspective, which just kind of looks stupid. And there was no pink elephants on parade, so Dumbo never got drunk and had the pink elephants on parade or any of that stuff that shows kids, hey, you should probably not drink random crap.
Okay, Pinocchio did that too. Pinocchio did drugs in one of his.
Yeah.
And he was gambling his money away.
Yeah.
He was actively gambling and doing drugs.
Yeah. The live action.
You want
version.
to teach kids to that? You want to teach kids
That was the live action version that did that.
the animated did it too.
The animated did it.
The animated made it more colorful and made it seem less dramatic than it was, but live action showed the real effects of what that stuff does.
You don't think the cartoon did? Because they were on an island, and the more and more bad stuff they did, the more and more they turned into a jackass.
Yeah.
I mean,
The live action could easily portray that too.
yeah, but
Just without the fancy person turning into a donkey. What if they were like, oh god, I'm gonna take drugs, become a jerk, and then I'm gonna turn into a donkey? Like, I don't want that for my kid. I don't want my kid to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna turn into a donkey? If I... Like, they don't understand that.
Yeah, you expect them to understand some of the other shit? You expect your
If
niece to
they-
not to understand that, oh, I watched a movie and it looked really, really lion and you could pet him and do all this stuff because I watched the Jungle Book too and you could do all that stuff. And now my mom takes me to a zoo, she turns around and I go up and try and pet a lion. And then I lose my arm. Oops.
Okay, well, all of that stuff is guarded heavily.
It's do you know how many kids fall in like a monkey cage and shit like that all the time, Mikey?
And then after the incident of
Do you know-
Harambe, do you know how many of them got fixed?
You understand that it's not as safe as you think it should be.
Okay, to me, on this side, it looks very safe.
Then you're
I guess
delusional.
I don't understand kids then.
You understand that they sedate most of the animals in the zoo. This is one of the biggest problems with animals in the zoo is a lot of them are sedated so they can't. I mean, have you seen a tiger jump?
No.
You think that cage could hold a tiger like that? They have them sedated. That's why they lay around and do nothing. And that's why they get fat, so they can't do some of that stuff. They want their animals kind of a little bit chunky and a little bit sedated so they can't do what a tiger would do. Because a tiger's a murder machine. A lion's a murder machine. I will tell you, go to the zoo, and I could tell you, an old buddy of mine was there, and he was standing in front of a tiger, and there was bars there, and they couldn't get to him, and when that tiger roared, those bars disappeared, and so did he. Because it scared the shit out of him. Okay? That's a real story. Those, yeah, I mean, they've gotten better with it, but shit escapes from the zoo all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Monkeys are probably the worst things. They'll destroy you. There's some horror stories, Mikey.
Okay,
and
yeah.
you want kids to watch the live action and think that all these animals are playful, cute little things that are going to run around and not hurt you?
No, they're still in the wild.
Hey, you could take this story of, oh, would a woman would rather choose a bear in the woods than a man in here. Yeah, okay. Men can do bad things, but that bear's going to kill you. So take that debate all you want, but
Okay, but you also have like, as you grow older, you have like realism of like, these are wild animals.
you do when
They're
you get
dangerous.
older, yeah.
Yeah, and you teach kids at a young age, hey, wild animals are dangerous.
Oh, so you listen to everything we say and do it the first time, right?
Okay, no, but if something's going to kill me, if you say, hey, if I was 5-year-old and you said, hey, this lion is going to kill you if you get near it, I'm gonna stay away from that thing.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. Because how
you'd
many
be like, oh, it's so cute. Let me go pet it.
how many times have I told you don't do that? That's dangerous, and you've done it
Not very many.
more than once. More than a handful? I could count
When
a
have I
handful.
ever done something so stupid that it harmed my life?
Well, you were carrying around a knife stabbing a couch. Do you know that carrying around a knife as a little kid is dangerous? Running up and down stairs with a knife is dangerous?
Okay, yeah.
And not just a butter knife either, a steak knife, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Wasn't it a butcher knife?
No, I think it was a
it was
steak
a
knife.
steak knife.
Oh.
So
Because I poked holes in the couch. And
so
there was
you're
nothing.
okay with sugarcoating it. Oh, it's okay if the state takes the girl in Lilo and Stitch. She's not really
No,
I'm
she's...
still around. I just don't have any control, any say, and you're now ward of the state.
No, she goes to live with the neighbors.
You're right.
That's
she goes,
not giving up custody.
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. She
Yes,
signed
it
away.
is.
She signed away her rights.
So
That's giving away
they're,
custody.
They're lucky that the foster care that she went into, because they're a small island, the neighbors saw this and said, hey, we'll foster her.
The
and
neighbor said, "We'll keep you. We'll take her.
we'll take her. We'll keep care
Yeah.
of her. She's like family. You've always been neighbors." That would be like us saying, "Hey, we're leaving, but you know the neighbors next door are really good. You're going to go live with them, and we're going to move off and do something. But we'll call you every once in a blue moon." Right?
No,
How's-
and also you gotta
and
understand.
we're not
in the end, their house got destroyed.
You're right. That's what insurance is for. A responsible person would have insurance, which she wasn't doing in that whole thing too. That the social worker told her to do. So she didn't listen to the what to do. She wasn't taking care of things. They turned her into a deadbeat, didn't they?
They kind of did, yeah.
I mean, they made it look like she didn't know how to pay bills, she didn't know how to do this, and all this crap. In the cartoon version, they didn't make her such a bad person.
What do you mean?
The sister's horrible.
She still had the bills circulating around. She still had problems.
She did. She still had problems, but it wasn't like in-your-face problems. It wasn't like, you're not paying your bills. It seemed like she was just getting nagged in the live action.
I'll have to watch the original again.
Yeah,
I don't remember the original.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell she wasn't paying her bills, but she didn't have a social worker coming up. You need to pay your bills. You need to do this. I mean,
Okay, that was one time. It was one time at the beginning
Yeah.
where it was like, oh, yeah, and it was the same exact scene.
Yeah, and then she's like, if you don't do this, we're gonna take your kid.
They say that in the original too.
You're right, and then she fought him tooth and nail, and she didn't give in. In the live action, she gave in. She's like, yeah.
Because she's going off to college.
Oh, okay. So you could abandon people for the right reason.
No, she's not getting abandoned.
What do you think you call it when you say, hey, I'm giving my rights up to this person and giving them to the state, and the state's going to foster care them to the neighbor?
Okay, if I'm in a different state or a different country or wherever, and I can't, take care of a child in a different state, then yeah, they're obviously going to have to go with somebody that I trust.
Well, see, life is full of choices, and you have a choice. If you want to have custody of a younger sibling, you have to step up to the plate and do something. If you're not going to step up to the plate, then you give it up to the state. But the whole story of Ohana, and Ohana means no one's left behind, the original premise of that is, I'm not going to leave her behind, but now I'm going to leave her behind to go to college for a good reason.
And here's the thing. Use your imagination. Once when she's done with college, she's gonna come back and have full custody of her.
No.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. That's where the failure. Okay, so she's adopted you. I'm your dad. So can you, and your biological left? Can she just come back? Oh yeah, I got my life back together, got some schooling done, and now I want you back.
Okay, well no.
Why
Yeah,
not?
so that's
what you're saying.
Well, no, you're obviously gonna have to go through court and figure this out.
Right. So now she's gonna have to, after paying all this college fees and everything, because we just went through college, right?
We just went through college, yes.
Yeah. How much does it cost to go through college nowadays?
Like $80,000?
Yeah, $80,000 for a 4-year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's at a community college, right? So she's gonna pay $80,000 to get a job. Hopefully, it's a job she could have, and she could use that degree. But the statistics of when you get a college degree, you don't use it. I don't use I don't use any of my college degrees. So that's fine. So she's gonna pay that. Then she's gonna have to come back, fight the state to get her back. Okay, and then have to pay court fees, all kinds of stuff, new inspections. What about the house? Where is she gonna live? The house burned down, and she didn't have insurance, right? Or got torn down. So now she has to buy a house or rent a place, and then now it has to be, well, you remember when your biological had a 1-bedroom place, that wasn't very, sustainable, right?
No.
So now it's not like she can't afford that. Now she has to get a 2-bedroom, which is going to cost more money. So basically she couldn't pay the bills, and now she's further in debt. And you think, oh yeah, it's a happy ending. How is that a happy ending?
Because her big sister's doing what she wants to do and went to
Oh, yeah.
college.
Okay, that's a great message. Ohana, no one is left behind, and I'm taking my ass to college.
She was not left behind.
What part of that do you not understand?
She still talks to her. She still, like, visits her.
I can kind of see where you.
That's not being...
Ohana is no one left behind. Let me sign the paperwork so she's a ward of the state.
Well,
No longer my problem or my
Okay, but
issue.
she knows where she is. She's with people she trusts.
And knows.
How
So that's not
How do
being
you think
left-
your biological feels? Do you think your biological feels
Okay,
the same way?
no. That's two completely different topics here. She
Really?
has yet to come back. She hasn't come back. She didn't keep in touch with me when I said bye.
Okay.
This one, she still keeps in contact. She still does stuff for her.
No, she doesn't do anything for her. What does she do? After she gave up custody, what has she done for
What
her?
if she still visits her and still gives her stuff, gets her stuff, and does stuff with her?
Okay, that
That's
could
not
be...
being left behind.
You understand that the whole... Yes, that's that... The premise is they were family and you always stick together and you fought tooth and nail to keep family together. That was the premise of the original movie. I don't care how bad somebody is, you're my responsibility, you're my family, I'm going to be there no matter what, it's my responsibility.
And she still is.
No, when the state takes care of... The whole premise at the end is, you can't take care of her, you should go to college, you got this stuff, you should give her to the state.
No,
and
it
we
was
have
her
a good
choice.
No.
Yes, it was. She was like, "Do you want to still go off to college, or do I want to take Leela?" And they're like, "I want to go off to college."
Read it, you tell me.
Okay. So the storyline is different because. Is it Nana?
Yeah, Nani.
Nani.
Nani agrees.
She agreed to sign away her rights after Leela was injured in the surfing accident and she couldn't take care of her.
Yep, couldn't pay the bills.
So she temporarily gave up her role as Leela's primary legal guardian.
Yep.
Custody is transferred to the neighbor, who is considered an extended part of their family. She left Hawaii to attend college on a full-ride scholarship to study marine biology, and with the goal of getting a better job and providing a more stable future for Lilo in the long run. And
Are still very much in each other's lives.
Why Nanny visits using the portal gun. The
The portagun, yeah, because you have a special thing.
Even if she didn't have that, she could probably still fly out there.
No, that's
No, this also says why she did not sign away her rights permanently or abandon Lilo to the state in live action. She does formally relinquish the primary custody role to a trusted family friend.
yeah.
So she's not being left behind.
But you're the middle judge. What is that?
Okay, ding 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 ding.
No, what do
It's
you think?
fine.
Where are you at with that?
Is she, with that statement right there, is she being left behind? They literally say she gets a better job to provide for her and temporarily gives up, which means my theory is correct. She temporarily gives up the role so she can come back and take her.
You don't know that either. I mean, she left and went to another state. What if when she finds this better job, what if she doesn't go back to Hawaii?
Then she takes Leela with her.
She didn't.
not that easy.
It's not that easy.
It's to provide.
She didn't sign away her rights, so I mean, it could be.
Yeah, but we all know about abandonment, don't we?
Yeah.
And even though she says she didn't abandon him, but if you go away for 4 years and then come back, so I will tell you this: what if I decide, you know what, I'm leaving, I'm gonna be gone for 4 years, I'm gonna go through? Do I expect everybody, all you guys, just in 4 years, me come back and you guys just, yeah, thanks, here you are, yeah, you're back, great.
Okay, if you still regularly visit or regularly call, or you.
I don't have a portal gun. This is
Okay, so you could fly out here. What if you get time where you could fly out here?
Okay, let me ask you this. So what if a girl gets pregnant? I don't want the kid, so I'm going to give it to my best friend who wanted a kid. I'm going to give it to them, and then as long as I'm still in the life, we won't say anything. And then when that kid turns 18, oh, by the way, I'm not really your mom. My best friend is the one, the one that you call auntie is actually your real mother. How do you think the kid would feel?
That is wildly different.
No. It's
No.
really not that different.
No,
So,
that is because she's going off for a job. She's going off for a job. If you were in a place where you still had to go away for a job and you had to be away for 4 years, and I was still like in that that range, you're still my parent. If I had to be left here with Rebecca and she wasn't my adopted mother, and you left me here with her.
Well, even
that's
if she wasn't, she's still your stepmother, so that's still a family member. Or if
They just said that the neighbors are an extension of their family.
Yeah, that's...
Because
Okay,
it's David's grandmother.
but David's not related to them.
Yes,
Oh.
they are.
No, she started dating David. They're barely trying to date.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would be like me meeting Rebecca, and before you really got to know who Rebecca was, and that's just Rebecca. Before we're married or anything, I am just going to leave you with her, and you don't really know her that well. I mean, she's she could have been a neighbor. I mean, I don't know. It's
Okay, but the way they're making it sound is like they were very good neighbors, and they knew each other.
Yeah, I know axe murder neighbors that say the same thing about them too. They were always quiet and nervous. I didn't know they were locking people in their basement. Right? I mean, I hate to say it, but we hear that story, right?
Yeah.
That's not made up. I hate to say it, but that's not made up. So, I don't know. I would like you guys to go. They got kind of heated, and we got long. So
Yes, this was an interesting debate. Drop us a comment and let us know what you think.
Yeah, all social media. I'd like some more weigh in on this because
I would too. 'Cause, yeah, that was...
I don't think we're gonna see eye to eye on this at all.
No.
Okay.
No. So.
All right. Well,
All
take
right.
us out of here then, because the mouse has pissed me off.
Bye, everybody.